What's up, guys? I'm JJ,
I'm Javier.
and this is PM Football. It's week 7 already.
Yeah, I'm excited for this weekend slate of games. They look really good.
Yeah, it's getting into crunch time.
Yeah.
Teams got to start winning if they haven't been.
Like I said last week, this is the part of the college football season where the elite teams start to separate themselves from the good teams.
Yeah.
And I feel like last week was an indication of that, and I think that's only going to continue these next coming weeks.
Yeah, and I mean, we're starting things off Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
It's a battle for the 12th seed of the college football playoff, potentially. We have
Yeah.
number 24 USF at North Texas.
I just want to say, as a fan of the American Conference, I really enjoy that there's like 4 American teams up for the 12th seed as of now. The race for the conference is gonna be great in the final couple weeks of
Yeah.
the season. But for this game, USF at North Texas, I'm gonna go with USF. Both very talented teams. Both could easily win the American. I just think USF is a little bit stronger, and they have that experience of going against elite talent.
Yeah, they
this
beat
year
Florida this
already.
year, right?
They beat Florida, yeah.
Yeah, and the only thing that I'm really taking into account for this game is that it is a home game for North Texas, and they're undefeated.
Yeah.
I'm going to take an undefeated team
Okay.
at home against a ranked team in USF. I'm taking North Texas in this game. Probably going to be ranked after this.
If they win, for sure. I think so.
Yeah.
2 very talented teams.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
And then we're moving on to Saturday. The noon o'clock slate, we have 2 games. We have number 8, Alabama, at number 14, Missouri. Bama's 4-1, Missouri's 5-0.
I'm going to go with Alabama. I think Alabama has really caught their stride since their loss to Florida State early in the year. I like how they're looking. I think they're closer to the Saban years. They're not quite there, but they're looking more and more like, all right, this is the Alabama that we grew up knowing, so I'm going to go with Alabama.
Yeah, Bama really kind of after the Georgia game when they won that one, I think that they just kind of turned the leaf and showed that they are Bama, and I'm gonna pick them as well. I think this is gonna be a tough game. They're only a 3-point favorite right now, having the game at Missouri. Bo Pribula has been really good for Missouri this year, but Bama has really just looked like a powerhouse ever since the loss you talked about to Florida State. So I will be taking Bama. And then the other noon game that we have on Saturday is number 1 Ohio State at number 17 Illinois.
I'm going to go with Ohio State. They look like the best, if not the second best team in the entire Big Ten. Illinois is good as well. I just can't shake off that horrible loss to Indiana.
Yeah.
I still feel like that just exposed a lot about their team, so I'm going to go with Ohio State here.
Yeah, this game, even though it is a ranked matchup, is a 14.5-point spread. Ohio State's favored by 14.5. I think they easily should pick up the win here. Illinois is one of my dark horses at the beginning of the season. I'm a fan of what they're doing there, but Ohio State has looked like the best team in the country so far this year, and that is why they're ranked number 1. So I will be taking Ohio State in this one. Moving on to the 3:30 slate, we have number 7 Indiana at number 3 Oregon. This might be the best game of the weekend.
My game of the week. I have been with Oregon since the offseason. I've been with Oregon throughout the year, and I'm sticking with them for this one. Give me Oregon over Indiana. I personally still think they will win the Big Ten. They look strong. They look competitive. It looks like they have very few weaknesses. Give me Oregon here.
I think the biggest thing we have to take into account for the Oregon Ducks this year is that their biggest win is against Penn State, and they just lost to UCLA.
Yeah.
So let's see how it is against another team in Indiana who have shown that they should be ranked number 7. They're 5-0. They've beat a lot of good teams.
Yeah.
They beat ODU, so they beat some really good teams. But no, besides the point, I still think I'm agreeing with you. I think Oregon is the better team, but you always got to be on the lookout for Signetti. And that team just know how to
That's a
stay
really
in
good team.
games.
They're
a
really good
well-coached team
Yeah.
that just will stay in the game. The spread's at 7.5 right now for Oregon. I would maybe take Indiana to cover that, but I still think Oregon ultimately wins that game. The other 3:30 game is the Cotton Bowl. We got number 6 Oklahoma at Texas.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm taking Oklahoma, and I think there's a chance it's not even close. Did they confirm John Mateer's coming back this week or no? Because
I don't know.
Because I knew there were reports that there's a chance he could come back this week.
Already?
Yeah, and how credible those reports are, I don't know, but I did see reports that maybe he was coming back this week. Regardless if he's coming back or not, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's gonna be close. I'm taking Oklahoma over Texas.
Yeah, being a former employee at Texas, it hurts to see how rough their season has gone so far
Arch
this year.
is not good at football.
It's just the team all around. Like, the defense is good.
Yes.
We can accredit the defense.
So it's not the team all around. It's the quarterback.
But it is what I thought it would be this year. And I remember at the beginning of the year, my bold prediction was that Texas would not make the playoff.
Yes, and it's looking like
It's a very good chance.
very good chance.
Now, because their team is young, they have 5 brand new starters on that offensive line.
Yeah.
That takes time to build. Yeah. You're not just going to walk into a season.
Offensive line isn't. It's one of those positions where
you got to know the other
chemistry.
guy. You got to make sure that the other guy next to you can have your back.
If one of those 5 guys is off from the other 4, the entire line as a whole isn't going to look good.
And I don't want to take away the not necessarily credit, but Arch has not played good.
No.
So
not at all.
When you include the non-chemistry that they have on the offensive line, how bad Arch has played, the receiving core has not been great. The tight end they brought in has pretty much been non-existent. Their run game isn't as good as what they thought it would be, and they're just not good. So I'm also taking Oklahoma in this game. Texas is favored right now.
I don't know how. I'm going to be honest, I don't know.
It's the Cotton Bowl. This game is close. Majority of the time, this game is close.
I don't think it's going to be close.
I don't see a way Texas wins this game as well. Moving on to the 7 o'clock slate, we have Florida at number 5, Texas A&M.
I am taking Texas A&M here. By the way, if you follow us on TikTok or have seen our TikToks, appreciate it. That Texas A&M video did pretty well for our standards. But I'm taking Texas A&M here. They look very strong. Mm-hmm. That is a very, very good Texas A&M team. I would even go as far to say that this is the best Texas A&M has looked since Johnny Manziel was playing for them.
I don't think you're very far off on that.
Like, I cannot remember since Manziel was their quarterback.
They're ranked 5?
Them looking this good, just all around. Yeah. All around they look very good. I'm taking Texas A&M. However, the most Billy Napier thing that could possibly happen is somehow, some way.
Yeah.
He finds a way to beat Texas A&M when his name is in the mud.
Yeah, he does it every year.
Somehow when his butt is in the hottest seat when it comes to coaching, he just wins a game he shouldn't win.
Yeah.
Regardless, I'm still taking Texas A&M though.
Now, like we mentioned, Florida is coming off a huge win against Texas. How much of a huge win that really is, we don't know, because Texas, we don't think is even that good of a team. But if you did see the TikTok, you know how I feel about Texas A&M.
Yes.
Right now, they're my pick to win the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
They have been the most complete team so far throughout the SEC, and they have the easiest upcoming schedule out of the rest of the SEC teams. So I will also be taking Texas A&M. 7:30, we got number 10 Georgia at Auburn. Auburn's always a tough place to play.
They are. It's going to be a great atmosphere. I'm going with Georgia, though. I think they're the better team. I still feel like they're a little salty from a couple weeks ago losing to Alabama. I feel like that in their heads, they feel like they have a lot to prove, and they're going to do that this weekend at Auburn.
Yeah. The spread's only 3.5. Or Auburn unranked at 3-2. Georgia's 4-1, and the number 10 team in the country. Only being a 3.5-point favorite against an unranked team that has 2 losses, I think is a little weird. So I think this game could potentially be closer than a lot of people are thinking, just looking at the paper matchup. But I think Georgia is significantly the better team, and I think that they end up picking up the win. The other 7:30 game we got is number 15 Michigan traveling to USC. USC is a 2.5-point favorite right now. What do you think?
I'm going Michigan, but I think it could be close. I expect this one to be a tough matchup. I'm going Michigan, though. I just think overall as a team, they're built better. I like the defense more than USC's. I like the offense more than USC's. I like the coaching staff as a whole more than USC's. So I'm gonna go with Michigan.
I will be taking USC. Both teams are sitting at 4-1. Michigan has a long flight to go to Southern California. I really think that's going to take a toll on them.
They're gonna be staying in those nice hotels. They ain't worried about that.
But it's a long flight. They got
They're
a
fine.
freshman quarterback who has been up and down this year.
He has, yeah.
And it's a lot different when you're playing in a stadium like that. That place is a coliseum. Like
Yeah.
it's huge. Should be a lot of fans at that game. Hopefully, sometimes that place is empty. Sometimes that place.
I was gonna
is
say they
rocking.
literally play in the big house. Like, I don't think a large crowd is gonna.
Yeah, except
deter
at the
them.
big house, they're all rooting for them.
I get that, but like, it's Big Ten football. Like, they're used to. All right, there's large crowds. People don't like you. People like you. It is what it is. I don't think them going to California or playing the Coliseum is gonna deter them from winning this game.
I also think that USC is just also a good team.
They are.
I like
Sure,
what
they
they're
are.
doing there, and I will be taking them at home against Michigan. We got a 7:45 game, kind of a weird time slot. It is South Carolina at number 11 LSU. South Carolina's 3-2, LSU's 4-1.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I was very tempted to choose South Carolina here. We saw last week Brian Kelly doing Brian Kelly things, dropping games you're not necessarily supposed to drop, even though it is a very talented Ole Miss team that they went up against. I don't see it being back-to-back weeks, though, where he drops games. I'm still taking LSU. However, I still think there are games to come where LSU drops, just not this week.
Yeah, South Carolina kind of seems like they're catching a little bit of a stride.
Yeah.
Sellers kind of started the year off rough, got banged up a little bit, had a really good game last week. It's going to be closer than I think.
I
people
think
are
so,
thinking.
too. I think it's going to be very competitive.
Especially
very close.
with the. I just think the morale kind of has dropped a little bit for LSU after that game against Ole Miss
Yes.
because you should have won that game.
Yes.
Like,
But Brian Kelly's going to do Brian Kelly things. What have I been saying since the beginning of the year?
yeah, I am still taking LSU solely based off the fact that it's a home game for them and that they should win this game. They need to win this game if they want to stay.
This absolutely feels like a must-win.
Yeah, if
Absolutely.
they want to stay in the race to be in the SEC championship, they must win this game. So I will be taking LSU, putting a lot of faith in the Tigers. At 8 o'clock, we got number 15 BYU, who is 5-0, at Arizona, who's 4-1.
I'm going to go with BYU. They just seem like the better team, the more complete team. I'm going to go with BYU.
I'm taking Arizona in a little bit of an upset here. BYU is currently a 1.5-point favorite. Arizona is 4-1 for a reason. Like, they have been a very good football team. BYU really hasn't played anybody yet. Arizona, I think their only loss on the season is to Arizona State, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm going to be honest, I can't even remember.
And if not, it was now it seems like I don't know ball. But Arizona at home pulls off the upset against number 15 BYU. And then to close out the night, we got a 10-15 game, number 21 Arizona State, who is 4-1 at 4-1 Utah.
I'm going to go with Arizona State. I like that offense, and I feel like mentally, they have a lot of catching up to do, and they know that. They're making a push for the playoffs. They have the talent on the team to make a push for the playoffs. I think in their minds, they see the clock is kind of ticking when it comes to the season. They have to make a strong push, so I'm going to take them over Utah.
Utah is currently a 6-point favorite in this game as the unranked team. I'm with you, though. I think Arizona State is the better team. Jordan Tyson has been one of the best players
really
in
good.
college football.
Looks really good.
Probably going to be a top 10 draft pick
We'll
at
see.
this point in time. That's what he's projected at. But I think the offense of Arizona State can overcome the challenges of playing a team like Utah in Utah, who always has a great defense. I'm taking Arizona State.
Well, those are our picks for week 7 of the college football season. It's been flying by.
Yeah.
It's been flying by a little too much. Like I said, either last week or the previous week, especially working in it like we were, the days feel like they never end, but the season itself feels like it just goes by in a flash.
It's all one big day.
It is. Yeah, that's a great
The
way
day
of putting
never ends. Until the first day of the season
it. Yeah,
and the last day of the season feel like one day.
absolutely.
It feels like it takes forever when you're in it, and then you step back once you get home that night, and you're like, it's went by so fast.
Yeah, absolutely. You get to the final game of the season, and we're not there yet, but eventually
only 5 weeks
we'll
away.
get to the final game of the season, and you're like, but we just had our first away game literally like last week. Like, nope, that was like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got anything before we end this?
Like you said, should be an exciting weekend of football.
Yeah, I agree, and I have a question for you. If you had to vote for the Heisman right now today, who is your Heisman winner?
I'm going to take Dante Moore.
I agree with you.
I think that Oregon has been the best team in the Big Ten so far.
It's safe to say top 2 in my opinion. I'm not saying I would rank them at 1, just based on how they have looked as a whole. I think they look better than Ohio State. Not saying I would, and I know it doesn't make sense.
They've
saying
also
that.
played better teams to this point.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at this point, Ohio State's biggest win is Texas.
Yes, but and I know this is a college football video, but kind of similar to our conversations about like the Eagles and stuff prior to this weekend. Like, I can't put you ahead until like you lose and you're the champions. Like, I feel kind of the same way with Ohio State.
Yeah.
Like, until you lose, like, I'll keep you at 1, even
Yeah.
though I do think Oregon looks better. Like, you haven't lost. I don't think you should be removed from that one spot. But no, I agree. Like, to me, Oregon looks like the better team. I think a huge part of that is Dante Moore. He would be my Heisman as of now.
Yeah, I think people were thinking it would take a little bit.
Got
Excuse
something in
me.
your throat?
Yeah,
Oh, what
been-
is it?
it's a cough.
Oh, apologies.
I think people thought it would take a little bit of time for Dante Moore to get familiar with the offense, but he's just come in and clicked right away.
I mean, he was there last year just as a backup, so he already
I'm talking about like as a start.
as a start. Absolutely, I agree. Like, it's different just being on the sideline.
Yeah, 'cause
either
it's-
doing signals or having a clipboard.
Well, because
like,
it's
whatever it
now
may
it's
be.
your offense.
Yes, but he has adapted to it very well. He seems like he knows the offense like the back of his hand. Like, it makes sense again because he was the backup last year, so he does have that understanding of the offense. And I just want to say, we started doing evaluations for the upcoming prospects of the NFL draft. I don't know about you. When I was watching Dante Moore, I couldn't help but like just realize, like, man, whoever the OC is for Oregon is cooking
Yeah.
up some plays, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just the play designs Oregon has offensively. Oh my god.
Well, it helps when all those guys are 5 stars as well.
Yes, it helps, but there's a lot of teams that have a lot of 5
No,
stars and it don't look like that.
Schematically, they're a very advanced
Man,
offense.
I love the play designs. I wish, I don't know why I didn't look up Oregon's OC's name. If you know his name, comment it in the video, please. Cause
That'll let us know you made it to this point of the video.
yes, because man, when I was watching Dante Moore's film for draft eval, I just couldn't help but like just recognize, like, I love these play designs.
Yeah.
But
Similar, way off topic, and I know we
it's
want
our
to get to the end of
we
this
do what we
video.
want.
Remember when we watched Cam Ward
Yes, and not even Miami,
at Washington
Cam Ward.
State?
Washington State Cam Ward.
The guy, and I believe that the OC
Is he
there.
like a head coach now somewhere?
I
Or am
don't.
tripping?
He's a OC at a huge school, and it's gonna kill me to not know what school it is. I
If
want
you know
I
who the
believe-
OC was when Cam Ward was at Washington State his final year,
I want to
comment
say he.
what his
I
name
want to
is.
say he went to Miami with them.
I remember he went somewhere. I remember he went somewhere that was no offense to Washington State, a bigger step than Washington State.
They're not good anymore.
I didn't want to be mean.
Yeah, they're not good.
I don't
It's
wanna be
okay.
mean.
We don't need to be.
But
we
yeah,
can be
back
mean.
to what you were saying. Yes, very similar to how I viewed Dante Moore. Cam Ward, his last year in Washington State, I remember we were still working for ODU. We lived together at the time. And I remember we were doing eval. Were we even doing eval?
Yeah, we were watching Cam Ward
Okay.
because it was a possibility that he was going to come.
Yeah,
out that year.
it was. He hadn't declared yet, and like no one knew he was transferring or whatever it may be. But I do remember watching Washington State's offense with you. We were both just like, man, like the scheme of this offense, the play design, it's just so beautiful. And that's how I felt watching Oregon's offense for this year. Like, it's just so beautifully designed. Everything's written out perfect. Like, I love watching that offense.
Yeah. No, it was a fun offense. Very similarly to how Oregon's is now.
Love the guys at Oregon. We just
It might be.
know. I mean,
It might be. We'll look it up after this video's over.
I
and
remember
we'll be laughing
watching
about
it and just being like, man, that whoever the OC is needs to be a head coach next year.
Yeah,
But,
for sure. Well, let's wrap this thing up.
Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. Let us know if you even made it this far. Let us know.
Kind of a little bit of rambling.
Oregon's OC was and who Cam Ward's OC was his final year of Washington State. Let us know who you agree with and disagree with when it comes to our game prediction. Let us know who your Heisman winner is as of now going into week 7. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the video. Follow us on TikTok and Twitter at PM Football Podcast, and we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.